There you go, Carl. There we go.
Here we go.
Hey, now we're
Here we
back.
go. We're
There
live.
we go. They can't stop us now. Now we're live and cooking, Carl. We
Oh, that's
got to see
funny.
you next Tuesday's stream.
Yep.
And we'll
You've
just
got to
let
go
you
to.
kids. We'll let you kids figure out what that means.
Oh, fucking hell.
Mr. Pads in the chat. Oh my god, I can't believe this is actually happening. Outlaw, Outlaw, we dropped the link. Jump on Outlaw.
Oi, pads. He didn't press the go live button, the fuckhead.
It took me forever. Fuck you, okay? I'm old. Alright, if it was a guitar, I'd have it figured out in fucking 10 seconds. It's a different fucking thing. Hey, you shut up! Stop that, Mr. Pads! I don't know anything about that! I don't know anything about that. Those are allegations. How do I show this? The allegations, all right, slanderous allegations.
You
I
can make it.
disavow.
You can make moderators too. So you tap on their name and then it say make moderator. Can you make me a super moderator so I can time Mr. Pads out?
No, 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 Mr. Pads is cool. I'm not gonna let you time out.
Ah, where's the outlaw? What's he doing? He should be fucking jumping up. But before we cut the last live off, you were saying that Tim's your favourite fighter now. What? Tell us a bit more about that, Doc. Oh, great! Now we've lost fucking Doc. Took us an hour to get the old cunt here. Now 3 minutes into the stream, he's gone. Ah, I've got to hold the fucking fort. See what happens when you help senior citizens? All they do is take your fucking time up. Always taking time. Now Doc's gone. Doc hasn't got a fucking clue what he's done. Oh, yep, he's just kicked himself off his own fucking panel. Like he's on a bullshit. Breaker 19, we got a 417 in progress. Doc, Doc, Doc's having a lot of trouble, guys. I'd like to apologise. I'd like to apologise about my friend Doc. He's a little bit of a retard when it comes to StreamYard. It's not his fault. He's just old and suffering. He's a heavy drinker, smoker, and he's a midnight toker. So we just got to fucking hang in there and hope that he works out how to get back on his own fucking show. Because it only took us an hour to work out the last one that he never hit the go live button. After 55 minutes, I said, Doc, there's no timer up in the corner there where it normally says live. He goes, oh, do I hit go live? I said, yeah. Everyone's in the chat going, Doc, we can't hear anyone. We can only hear you, and it's a fucking black screen. And it's just me. Just me. Doc's gone. Doc hasn't worked out how to get back on his own show. Oh, Docky. Work it out, mate. Work it out. Peter Piper picked the peppers. Peter Piper picked peppers, sorry. That's a good one, Pad. And we all thought fucking Telk had a shit microphone. He ain't got nothing on this. This is A1 in Australia. This is the Bush Telegraph. Oh, well, it's fucking great to be able to get on a panel and talk to no one. Fuck me dead, Doc. What have you done, mate? What have you done? He's just left me here to my own devices. God knows what's going to happen. Come on, Docky. Doc, come on, man. He's fucking hopeless. I'm trying with my Red Bull.
Ah, you were still. It didn't kick you off. Ah, yes. That's brilliant. Fuck yeah. Everything's coming up aces tonight, ain't it, Carl? So what kind of shenanigans did you get up to get me in trouble while I was away? My computer restarted out of nowhere. Is why I disappeared.
No, I just put a couple of dick pics up.
Just a couple. Just a couple.
Just a couple of dick pics. Yeah, everyone loves the dick pics
Nothing
on the
serious.
fucking.
Nothing serious, right?
Everyone loves the dick pics. You might have to drop the link. So if you drop the link on YouTube, right?
Oh, okay.
And then double click on it once you drop it, it'll say pin message, and then you can pin it up the top and it's there for good.
All right, let's
see. You got
see.
someone backstage. You got
hang on.
Outlaws.
Well, shit. Oh, hang on. My YouTube, I'm still on fucking Bad Chad's thing. I gotta fucking get situated here with that. I have no idea what I'm doing. View my own channel. Yes, let's view my own channel. See you next Tuesdays. Oh my God, we got 6 people watching. What the fuck's going on here? All right.
You got
invite, copy, and then we want to
paste it in the comment.
How do I? Okay, so I put it in. I put it in the comment. How do I pin it though?
All right, double click on it.
Double click. Oh, double click after I post it.
Yep, double click on the message and it'll say remove, edit, or pin or something.
Oh, okay.
Pin the message.
Hang on
here. Pigeon. Doc is just
in
the first channel.
There we go. Pin message. Hey, I did it.
All right, now let Outlaw on. This is backstage.
Okay. Outlaw.
We're just going to do this slowly. We're going to.
Thank you, Si. I really mean it, Carl. I appreciate you walking my fucking boomer ass through all this goddamn nonsense. Outlaw.
We got Outlaw back. Beautiful.
Oh,
I'm working on it. I'm learning on the fly here, fellas. Bear with me, please.
I think actually, what year you born, Doc? 68, you said?
Yep.
Oh, you just missed out on being a boomer. What's your excuse, bro?
October 7th, for whatever it matters, October 7th, 1968.
Yeah, I think you're Gen X, Doc, so you haven't even got that excuse, bro.
So I'm what, Gen X? Is that what that is?
Yeah, you're Gen X, blood.
Well, I don't know. I don't feel any of that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? When people talk about boomers and zoomers and Gen X and all, it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit shit, to be honest. There's more shit because they talk.
But yeah, man. So what are they gonna do with fucking Jamal Charlo next? Now that he's gotten a shitty points decision over little Benavidez. Little one-legged Benavidez.
He needs to get up. He needs to fight. He needs to have any money.
Oh yeah, hang on, Outlaw, you underwater, bro. You underwater again. Iceman reckons they're gonna feed him to the Mexican mummy.
Well,
can't hear me now, lads. Still underwater.
Yeah, that's
no. There you are.
That's beautiful.
We're probably going to be in and out. I was talking to Carl. I've dropped my phone so many times. Yeah, it's what it is.
Yeah, all good. I think Jamal Charlo is going to drop the belt at 160, and he's got to move up. He's got to move up to 168 because that cunt missed weight he missed the catch weight at 163 by 3.6 pounds.
And then came out fatter. He came out fatter. Like, I mean, why do you even bother to go back if your ass is gonna come back fatter? Like, what is that even, dude? Like, you're just a prick at that point, aren't you?
He was hungry and he just wanted a bag of chips. He just had a quick stuff in his teeth while he was on the treadmill. Just had a
He's
quick
just-
had a cheeseburger and a Coke, and fucking jumped back on the scales and went, oh, that didn't go to plan.
Hey, I got some hamburgers frying up right now, but I'm not, trying to make weight either. What the fuck? I'm not getting paid. God knows how much to. Oh my lord.
Yeah, it's a little bit, I don't know, what the fuck does he do, man? Like, he didn't look good. We all knew he wasn't going to look good, man.
I think he. All from everything I'm hearing and seeing, like hearing from people and seeing of him with my own two eyes, he looks finished. He looks finished.
It was a bit of a passenger in that fight. I felt it was a little bit pedestrian, like a little bit sort of just waited for Jose to do something. And if he's actually facing someone with two legs that isn't handicapped and blown up from 147, I think he struggled.
This is what I'm saying. It's like I didn't. That's the one fight I didn't watch, but I get the impression from you that like he basically got by being bigger.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
That's
yep.
not a
Jose
good
was
sign,
landing-
man.
Jose was landing some good shots, but I just don't think Jose had the pop to keep him off him.
Yeah, not big enough. Not big enough.
Yeah.
That's
And was
kind of
only
what I'm. That's kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen with that piece of shit Danny Garcia. I'm on my own channel. I can just say what the fuck I want. I just realized. Fuck Danny Garcia. All right.
Jose's on one leg, so he can't really
Yeah.
say
Yeah, and he was pretty stationary too. Like, Jose didn't have the best footwork. But
He likes
still
to
gave
lay
him
on. He's
trouble.
always liked to lay on the ropes. Yeah.
It was not a good performance by Carlo. The only thing I can say is he got the rounds in, and now it's
Yeah.
time to get up. Like I said, that lad needs to fight as soon as possible, and he needs to get back in the gym straight away.
Yep, that's a fact. That's what he's got to do.
Yep.
Like I said, to even make another run at this,
Either that or retire. Retirement.
Yeah.
I honestly, my eyeballs tell me Outlaw. He's done. He's done. He might fight. He might fight again, but he's gonna get his ass whooped.
Well,
Every
they
fight's
can't-
anybody
they-
good.
They can't give him a Canelo fight. He can't have a Canelo fight.
Oh God, Cannoli would destroy him.
Look at yesterday. Look how soft the touch that was. They give him gonna be their fucking brother. You know what I mean? So they really must know what he's got left. They really looked after him yesterday. Give him that.
Well, and now if I understand, forgive me. Okay, so if they're gonna make a fight with him, either he's gonna be on an undercard, or it's got to be something that's gonna be interesting enough for
I feel I'd like to see that. I'd like to see him in that Mongear. Let's see if he can stop that young lad. And, that'll be like a
Belanga?
sink or swim. Yeah, even Belanga would be all right. That's sort of back for him.
Okay,
That's
Berlanga's
not bad either.
okay. You know what? Berlanga would be like the Mendoza line, what they call it in baseball. That's the bare minimum. Okay, would be Berlanga. Anything less than Berlanga is not acceptable.
Yeah, but it's just time to take some of these out. These fucking cunts that just sit on their own, mate, and just don't do anything. Start getting rid of a few of them. Boo lost his fucking last night, so mate, they've just got to start fighting decent opposition, or they're going to come undone.
Yep, you mean kind of like these damn heavyweights that need to be fighting each other, right? Just because you can't fight, just because you can't fight Joshua or Fury or Usyk, right? That
But
means
see,
you can't
lad,
fight somebody good.
If he could beat a Belanga or Mongeia, that would still tell us, okay, well, he's still got too much of the younger prospects, you know what I mean? Or young contenders, whatever you call them. That would tell us that he's still...
Do you really think they'll put Munguia in with him, though?
No, I don't think so. I'm just saying what I'd like to see.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So that would be, to me, simple swim. That would tell us if Charlo's really still a contender or not.
The thing that's got me fucked is, so Canelo's under the PBC for 3 fights. How the fuck does he fight Munguia, who's with Golden Boy? How does that
I'll tell you. Hey, I got the answer to that. I can tell you how. I'm not saying it'll happen, but there is at least one way I can think of. Saudi money.
And honestly, Carl, I think Canelo
Hey,
could fight well.
hang on, real quick, Alan. When that's it, this is my observation, having seen this now over the how long they've been doing fights now, 2-3 years, over
Roughly,
there in
yeah.
Saudi Arabia, roughly with
Yeah.
the zone and
Yeah.
that, right? So it seems to me like when they shell out the cash, all of this sides of the street stuff suddenly starts to dissipate.
But honestly,
Really
Doc, I
quickly.
think Canelo, if Canelo wants to fight someone, I think the fight will get made. He's got that much.
Well, yeah,
you know,
that too. Okay, the fact that it's cannoli is another part.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
Cannoli's, as you call him, Cannoli. He's got them
no,
connections.
but I mean, I just because I gotta be me. It's not because I don't respect him. But
No.
the thing is, I'm just saying, if you want to see a given fight get made that seems like it couldn't get made, the one way to do it is Saudi money. Saudi money seems to be the one thing that will cut through all that sides of the street bullshit. I mean, look at that heavyweight card they're going to do. Are you kidding me? I never pay for. I haven't paid for a pay per view in I don't know how long, but I'm paying for that shit.
Yeah, I think the side of the street's a bit of a con, though. The fights will get made. If fighters want to fight it.
This is what I'm saying. That Saudi card is proof.
Yeah,
Because
they
you
can
got,
use
you
that
got,
as
yeah,
Yeah,
that card,
Hey, can I
correct me if I'm wrong, that Saudi heavyweight card has guys from, 4 different promotions? Isn't it like, because you got Arab, Hearn, Bricktop, and there's at least one other, and isn't there at least, yeah, and then Wilder's in there, so you got Al in there too.
Well, he's a free agent. Wilder's a
But
free agent.
Al is still involved. Come on, we all know Al's still involved. Al's like one of those like parasites you can never get rid of.
Yeah, but here's my problem with that card, right? This is my biggest gripe with this card.
You have a gripe? Okay.
Oh, I think it's shit.
Yeah, I don't like
it.
Oh!
Out of the, these just showcase events, mate. Who the fuck
They
is
are,
Joseph
Doc.
Parker? Who's the fuck Joseph Parker? Joseph Parker's fucking Joe Joyce leftovers.
No. You see, that's not the point. The point isn't any of that. The point is that we're actually that's fine, but it's the fact that they're getting all of these different fighters from different promotions on the same bill and establishing that for the right price, right, it can be done.
Okay,
Doc,
Doc,
here's
here's the
one on that
problem.
card. It's a good back.
So 8 fights on that card, 8 fights on the main card, right? There's fucking 2 belts on the line, mate. Out of 8 fights, there's 2 belts.
Okay, but okay, set aside belts for a second. How many of those fights are at least potentially competitive? Like some of them I don't know, like the Junior Foz fight. Who's the Junior Foz fighting?
Who's AJ fighting?
But Doc, out of all
I'll tell you what, Otto Wallin, if he just obliterates Otto Wallin, that isn't nothing. That is an impressive.
But you know what I mean, Doc? None of them fights are what like you would really fight like the forward to. Are you really looking forward to any of them?
No. This is supposed to be. Here's the thing. All right. Now, hang on, guys. Let me tell you this. If they hold this card and there is no follow up, then I will revise my opinion of the thing, and I will be in the camp of Carl. It's fucking shite. But my sense is this is meant to be like a, you know what I mean? More of like the
why this marination?
The test run, the lead up, right? This is supposed to be the test run / lead up to the next one, the real big one where they do Wilder, AJ.
But Doc, bro, fuck that marination. I'm sick of this marination. Like it should just be Wilder and Joshua, you know?
I am with you. But this is still more progress than we've seen in about 10 years in terms of these motherfucking promotions working together.
Yes.
All right, and here's the real thing that impressed me about it is it got and when it first got talked about, I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Well, that'll be the day. This shit came together smooth as it can be, or at least so it seems. You know. So, hey, man, like I said, it's amazing what money can do, right?
Yeah,
It's just
it's
a
all right.
matter of
All
hey,
right.
if it
hey,
takes
let me read.
yeah, sorry, go
Let
ahead.
me read the card. Let me read the card out for you, okay?
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
the
let's
eighth
go
fight-
let's go one at a time and break it down. Yeah.
All right. So we got Filip Hrgovic, who's ranked number 9,
Uh-huh.
and he's facing an opponent called Mark Demori.
Okay,
He's
that's a
ranked
shit. That is
201.
Oh,
a
that
shit.
dude's
That's a
trash
shitbag
car.
fight. That's a shitbag
You know,
fight.
you know that lady's Carlbar?
Who?
That Mark Demori.
Mhm.
Nah.
David Hay knocked him out in like 1 round. He's an absolute.
Yes,
That's
yes.
a joke of a
Well,
fight,
hang on.
cuz.
Hang on. It gets better. So Frank Sanchez is fighting Junior Farr.
That's actually now. See, no, that's that. I'm intrigued.
No.
I'm intrigued,
No.
Carl. I'm intrigued.
Junior Farr got fucking stumped.
But I know, but it's Frankie Sanchez too. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe Frankie probably slaps him around. I mean, for 12 rounds. But
you're easy please, then you can't.
I said I was intrigued. I didn't say I'm like
No. You're
on
like
the
a
edge of my
starved
seat.
fucking guy in the desert. Any food tastes good at this point. You're like,
I grew up on heavyweight boxing. I don't make any bones about it. I grew up on heavyweight boxing, and that is my first and forever love. It's going to be heavyweight boxing. So yes.
And this next fight's not a bad fight. Makhmadov versus Kabayel.
Okay.
That's not a bad fight. That's not
All
a bad fight. And then Jai Opetaia versus Ellis Zorro. That
Never heard of him.
Ellis Zorro's ranked 26. So I think he's going to get knocked spark out.
Yeah.
Then we've got Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol versus Lyndon Arthur.
Yeah, not too exciting.
Yeah, that's kind of like Lyndon's kind of Euro level, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
So these are all just showcases. Now we've got. Hang on, here comes the big killer. We've got Daniel Dubois versus Jarrell Miller.
Now that I'm intrigued by. I'm sorry, I'm intrigued.
Why? None of them are.
Because when I say you gotta understand. When I say intrigued, you gotta understand things that intrigue. Car crashes, for example, will intrigue me. All right, so I mean, it doesn't. I'm not saying that it's. I'm not
to
saying
be real.
Yeah,
I think it shows how. I think it shows how weak this card is, though. That's the most. That probably is the most intriguing matchup. That shows how.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this much. So far, out of the matches you've mentioned, that's the one where I feel like I have the least certainty as to what exactly is going to happen. I think I favor Miller, but you know what I mean. Dubois is explosive, and I've never seen Miller get hit like that.
And then we got Deontay Wilder and Joseph Parker. That's a fucking mismatch.
I don't think that's as bad. I don't see why are you. Just because he got knocked, dude. Hang on. First of all, dude, why are the Juggernaut performance is not as bad as everybody.
Yeah, but who's the slowest heavyweight in boxing currently? Who's the slowest and the most?
Yeah,
he's not the Andy Ruiz is way slower foot-wise than Joseph Parker.
Fight beautifully. He picked his fight beautifully. He's going, he's rubbing his hands together. He's going to fuck it, Joseph Parker up.
And also, Joseph Parker mentally is shot. Like, he's a Fury fanboy. He's not even a real contender.
Yep. And to me, I think the best fight of the card is actually Anthony Joshua and Otto.
Here's the thing. Okay, hang on. Before you just breeze over, I know you guys hate Joseph Parker, but I'm gonna have to since it's hate Joseph Parker time. I'll be that guy and be the dissenter. Joseph Parker is so many levels above Wilder in terms of boxing ability.
Yeah, but do you think what?
In like every dimension of the game.
Yeah, but it's not a full box. He's not even a contender.
You don't feel like you didn't think he showed heart against the Juggernaut, getting hit like that all night and throwing bombs and trying to his best to hurt that bastard. Unfortunately, he don't hit like Zhang.
It just makes me think. Wilder's going to stop him with that right. I'll tell you right now, Wilder. He's not going to go the distance.
I think it would have been a really interesting match 5 years ago. I just think Parker's done.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, come on. I mean, the guy went 12 rounds with Joshua. when Joshua was unified champion.
Yeah, I know, but that was 5 years ago now, Doc. I don't think it's the same guy.
Okay, you're okay. So you're saying he's even less because I mean he wasn't he was never Mr. Aggression, right?
No, he wasn't.
But you're saying he's even more timid
Yeah,
now.
I think physically and mentally he's not well done. I don't know.
You reckon that Joe Joyce fight took something out of him?
Yeah, and even before that, I'd like. He says that he would never fight Fury. That's his friend. Like he's a Fury cheerleader now, you know, more than a contender. I just don't think he has the mentality to follow the Fury.
Of all the
Hasn't
people to cheerlead for, that guy, fucking Fury. There's another guy.
You know
that
what?
I was neutral and I did my best to be objective about Fury for the longest time. Fuck that guy. Oh my god, fuck that guy. I'm done with it. Fucking Fury. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. And why would, so that's the thing, yeah, you're a cheerleader for some other dude, but why Fury of all people? I don't know, man. I think Joseph Parker would have done better against Ngannou than Fury did. How about that? Hot take.
Stop your nonsense.
Am I out of my mind? Oh, come on. I think he would have done better.
You've lost
Am
the
I?
fucking plot.
No, I'm not way off, man. What do you think,
Well,
Outlaw?
to be fair to Doc, it's harder to see anyone fucking that up more than Fury. And,
I mean, it's not setting the bar high to go better than Fury, but
I
I'm
think
just.
Fury is fucked up like that.
You think you think he did the old Muhammad Ali train for 12 days and call it a training camp?
Yeah, and he tell, I saw a video that he came out thinking he blasted Ngannou out, and then when Ngannou, you know, couldn't punch him stronger than him in the clinch, and he fucking, scraped him out.
I'm sorry, I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
What do you see, Carl?
I see, all right, I just got my crystal ball. Joseph Parker down in 6.
Yeah, Joseph Parker, fatality.
Yep.
Look, I am not. I'm with you guys in terms of favoring Wilder. I just think you're a little underrating Joseph Parker's ability.
Why the fuck isn't Wilder fighting Joshua? Just riddle me that one.
Exactly.
That because the Saudis know they can make money off of 2 cards if they do it this way.
And even Joshua versus Darrell Miller, but they've got history. Put that together. So fucking Otto Wallin. You know?
Oh, dude, we know that. Yeah, that's Joshua wants to kill that guy. So
I'd rather
let's talk about
Joshua versus Wallin.
Yeah.
Let's talk about inactivity. Let's talk about inactivity for a while here, okay? So, 2019 was the last time Deontay Wilder fought twice in 1 year. 2020 he fought Tyson Fury. 2021 he fought Tyson Fury. 2022 he fought Robert Helenius. And 2023 he fought Joseph Parker. And that's 14 months between Helenius and Parker. 14 months. And he went 1 round.
And there is every chance that this could be 1 round, you know what I mean, if everything lines up.
Yeah, Parker's a bum.
He's not a bum. Stop it.
He's at the end of the road, mate. He's at the end of the road.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you're saying that he's like shot now or something, then that fair enough. But all things being equal, Joseph Parker was never a bum.
Well,
he was just
Anthony Joshua and Dillian White beat him. And he hasn't really fought after the loss to Joe Joyce, he fought Jack Massey, Fegu Opelu, and Simon Keane.
Well, yeah, because dude, he got the ever-living shit beaten out of him. What did you think he was gonna do?
But they were all 10-rounders. They were all 10-rounders.
Did he at least knock him out?
Yeah, of course he did.
He knocked him out. There we go.
Knocked him out.
That's what he's supposed to do. So I mean, now he's had his little bit of like recoup and recovery fights. Now it's time
You
for
know
him to get
what?
back in there
Hang
with
on,
the big
hang on.
boys.
I'm gonna take something back here. This is his fourth fight for the year.
Yeah, see, come on. I mean,
This is his fourth fight. That's crazy, man. For a
that's
heavyweight
actually a
fight,
good
fourth
thing.
fight.
Look, man, that is how part of how Andy Ruiz beat Joshua. He was
Hey, but
super
when you're
high.
fighting
He
bums,
had he had
when you
just coming off he had just fought Dimitrenko. What was it? 12 weeks, I think. Before that, he didn't have time to do anything. But you know what I mean. Go from camp to fight to camp to fight.
Mr. Pads reckons, Mr. Doc, imagine if the anticlimax was Lyndon Arts beats the Vol.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Don't say things like that, Mr. Pads. Okay, that could he could. By
I
the
don't
way,
even
by
think
the
it's
way, by the way, by the way, that I'm just warning all casual fans now that that is not going to be a fireworks fight. Bivol and Lyndon Arthur.
It's going to be a very boring fight. I like people, but
I was gonna try and be nice, but yeah, no, it's gonna be boring as fuck.
I like people, but that's a fight that just doesn't. Their styles aren't going to mesh too well. That's not going
Well,
to be a good
that
matchup.
goes back to what I said earlier about matchmaking, man. It's like
Exactly.
you're basically putting Lara in with Lara. It's like, okay, yeah, what do you got? Of course, it's not going to be aesthetically pleasing. You gotta do better matchmaking than
Well,
that.
to be real, Doc, Bivol's so good at what he does that most of his fights aren't going to be too exciting, because he's usually just going to, dominate, eat up the rounds. It is what it is.
Yeah. Or they got to get him in there. They got to get him in there with Better Beef before Better Beef like has a limb fall off or something like that. What? Arthur's looking like Archie Warren. Who's that supposed to be, Mr. Pads? Which UK announcer are you mocking with 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 allusions to equating Lyndon Arthur with Archie Moore?
Yeah, he was made that for
I gotta highlight that. I gotta. Okay, here we go. What the fuck? What are you? I thought I was stoned, right? You know what I need? I gotta fire up another doomer after that now, man. What the fuck? What the fuck, Pads? Why you want to put that out in the universe? Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Yeah, there's only really two good fights on the Haney program undercard. There's only two
Okay.
fights that I want to watch.
Well,
That's
okay,
Liam
hang on.
Parham.
No, what do we got? What do we got?
So we've got Regis Prograde, Devin Haney, Liam Parham, Montana Love,
Yep.
Andy Cruz, and Hector Tanajara.
Oh yeah.
Those,
Oh, that's an under the radar, kind of deal.
well, mate, Andy Cruz has got to get a fucking wriggle on. He's only had one fight. He fought in July, and he won that unanimous. Like, he was fed this dude who was 35-7, but he's got to get moving, mate. He's got to do what a prospect does. He's just got to keep fighting.
Is he the one that I remember? Like he just leapt out at me, leapt off the screen in the Olympics.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
He beat Keyshawn Davis for the gold medal.
Yeah. He did. He was the one guy out of everybody I saw, even more than Jalalov, where I went, that guy could be special.
Yeah, he's a wicked talent. He is. But
Could be special.
Well, Harry Garside was the bronze medalist. Keyshawn Davis was the silver medalist, and Andy Cruz was the gold medalist.
Yeah.
I think Keyshawn.
Yeah, I think Keyshawn is solid. Keyshawn's solid. I don't think he's ever gonna be, you know what I mean, like all time special. But I think he could be like what would be a good equation? Like a Donald Curry.
Well, that's still pretty good. That's
That's
good
sort
fight.
of solid. You know what I mean? That's
Oh, but
solid.
Donald
Yeah.
Curry was a great
But
fighter.
worse,
Doc.
exactly. It's not meant to be an insult. It's like
No.
worse
But Donald
goddamn
Curry,
things than
Donald Curry was borderline special. He was count number one at one stage.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think him and Hagler were probably 1 and 2 in the mid '80s. Yeah, Doc at one time.
At one point, and I believe Curry even moved up and tried his hand at 154, but he got knocked out by the
Yeah,
body snatcher.
But Huntington beat him at 147 before that. That kind of
Okay. Oh yeah. Huntington beat him when I think was he undisputed?
Yeah. He was pound for pound 1 or 2. I think it was him and Hagler, the top 2 at the time. Yeah, Curry was still a shit fighter. Curry
for the longest time, that Lloyd Huntington victory was like the biggest,
huge upset.
Well, it's the biggest UK win over America in boxing for like.
That was a huge upset, Doc. You could see the American commentators. I'll never forget. Like I only watch it live, but just I remember Gil Clancy, one of the commentators goes, "I can't believe this." And Gil Clancy goes, "You better believe it. This is boxing. Anyone can get got on any night." You know, like
I fucking love Gil Clancy.
Yeah, legend.
Oh, fucking love Gil Clancy. Such a fucking brilliant.
These other two commentators were just like, stupid sports, like commentators. They were shocked. Gil Clancy goes, "You better believe it. This is boxing. You don't show up, if you get done."
Man. Fucking Gil Clancy. Gil was on, I believe, people forget, because Lampley is what everybody remembers. He was on the call, if memory serves, when Foreman beat Moorer.
One Doc?
He was on the call along with Lampley when Foreman beat Moorer.
I didn't know that. You're right. He was with HBO in the 90s. I remember.
Yep, that was towards the end of his run. Right towards the
end of his run. I remember him saying, when he saw Roy Jones, he said that might be the most gifted fighter he's ever seen.
Yep. Gil was something else, man. Gil was something else.
Gil Clancy also called Duran and Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember he said, "Oh, this is a miracle," after the fight. What we witnessed tonight was a miracle.
See, that was the good thing about having a guy like Gil Clancy on a commentary team is it's fair enough, have your current day play-by-play and whatever people, right? You got to have that one person there that can put it all in perspective, right? You know what I mean? And really frame for people how special what they're seeing is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And do it from a place that, it's like, because it's not just some random person telling us, "Oh man, this win by Roberto Duran over Barkley is special." It's fucking Gil goddamn Clancy, right? Who's been, a trainer and all that and whatnot for fucking decades in the game.
The only thing though, with Gil Clancy, Doc, I've noticed in an interview he must have been salty as fuck over Monzon, because I think Monzon beat a few lads like that he cornered.
Yeah, he did. Monzon beat up a few of his boys.
Yeah, and I remember Gil Clancy said, I guess Monzon wasn't that special a fighter.
Yep. It's classic.
I was like, Gil Clancy's definitely hating on Monzon.
I believe he cornered, Emil Griffith, and I believe he also cornered, wait a minute. Now, didn't he corner the guy that eventually, I want to say either beat him or did Monzon lose his last fight?
No. I know you're talking about the Colombian. Yeah, he did corner him, Rodrigo Valdez.
Okay. But he couldn't beat him with him.
Monzon beat him twice, but they were like good fights, But that Colombian was really good. That Colombian.
I remember this. That's right. The second one, it wasn't that he beat him. It was more like everybody. The writing was on the wall that Monzon was, finally on the slide, and then, what happened.
But he was real good. That Colombian Doc. He was a great middleweight too.
Well, and then he kind of went off the fucking rails as soon as Monzon fucking.
I still think he won the world title though, but then he couldn't keep it for long. But he beat Granny Briscoe a few times to get the Monzon fights. So he was that joke, that Colombian.
Those, hey, and you can they're in black and white, but the picture quality still is pretty good. The Benny Briscoe Monzon fights are on
Oh,
YouTube.
the second fight is a masterclass. Monzon boxes, oh, it's a boxing lesson he gives Briscoe. You
Well,
know?
he learns from the first one because Benny
Exactly.
in the first one Benny chases him all over the
Yeah.
chases him all around the ring. Puts his head.
And he still does in the second fight. It's just Monzon's on top of it, Monzon's
He's ready for it this time. Yeah, exactly.
Controls the center of the ring. Beautiful jab, the timing, just enough. The right step back, the right step to the left, to the right.
Benny Briscoe is like a crazy old uncle when he gets drunk at the party. You know what I mean? You're like, oh shit.
Great fighter though, bro. Benny Briscoe,
He
fighter.
He was fucking brilliant. Great, classic.
Even past his prime, Doc, he give Hagler a competitive fight.
He was Bernard Hopkins before Bernard Hopkins, man.
Yeah, I can
They
see
just
that.
didn't have the belts back then.
Yeah, and probably obviously not as skilled.
And Bernard didn't. No offense to Bernard, he didn't have a fucking Carlos Monzon running around in his.
But to be fair, I think Bernard was the better technique. Like he was more versatile than Briscoe.
Oh no! Like I said, that's not Bernard's fault. That there was you know what I mean.
But I'm just saying, Doc, if you compare them as fighters, I think
Benny and Bernard, yeah, Bernard was the better fighter.
Yeah, but Bernard was more versatile, more crafty, But Briscoe was no joke at the same time. He's a hard fight for anyone, on his night.
Well, he's just got that fucking, old school hard man shit going on where the guy had 100 fights, I think.
I think so,
probably
yeah.
Probably close to it. Because he's still from that era, like kind of like Duran. Those guys were all kind of the last of that breed of triple-digit resumes.
Some people say Briscoe is one of the best fighters ever to never win a strap.
Well, like I say, if they had 4 belts back then, he would have won one of them.
Oh, for sure, 100% would. Yeah, no doubt.
It's just compare. Like I said, it's just it's interesting. What's interesting about it to me is when you watch Benny Briscoe, right, and then you watch Bernard Hopkins. It's like you can see how they come from the same Philly background and Philly gym training tradition and same teaching tree. That's the term I'm looking for. You can see how they come from the. Yeah.
You could see it in so many of them old.
Yep.
No, go, Doc, go.
I was just gonna say down to the haircut.
Yeah, you could see it with so many of them Philly fighters, like even Meldrick Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
You could see the Philly in them boxes. Like say, before the 2000s. They really had. You could see Meldrick Taylor, Jeff Chandler. You remember him, the bantamweight? He was from Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Frazier.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I can, Meldrick Taylor always reminded me a little like in terms of just he reminded me he looked like a mini Joe Frazier.
Oh, who was number one of them? I think he was from Philly. I'm pretty sure. Matthew Saab Muhammad.
Oh God, that would figure.
Yeah. Let me check. I better check that. Man, he was a warrior, that lad.
Hey, what's up, YG Night? Did I pin the? I thought I pinned the link. Hey, there's the link, YG. Jump on, people, if you want to chop it up about me being easily pleased by this heavyweight card.
She can't, Doc. Doc's falling on the shit card.
It really does come down to me having faith that they're going to follow up. You know what I mean? Afterwards, that there's going to be that it's not going to be just a one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope you're right, brother.
That's that. And I admit that takes a little bit of a leap of faith. I might be smoking a little bit of the opium, okay?
But I'm just on the point, Doc, where even if they do, I just hate this marination shit. Like, let's just get it on, bro. You know? We've waited long enough. You know?
We're so fed up with it, right? Like, it used to be like perfectly normal to do like setup fights, a card of setup fights, right? Where you do one card, right, to set up the big card. As opposed to 3 years of bullshit, right? You know what I mean? Like, you know, where you see, that's the thing. We've gotten to the point they've overdone it with the marination to the point now where people don't have the patience for what used to be perfectly normal, usable, and reasonable practices for the sake of setting up fights. It used to be perfect. What, like the card they're doing now reminds me of an old free ABC TV, right, heavyweight card that sets up something that they probably would do, you know, then do like on closed circuit afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see what I mean. You know where I'm coming from. It's just
I do.
Sick. We're so sick. I understand. We're so sick and tired of waiting and the bullshit and shit never happening and yada yada. Just fucking do it. Don't give us the. We don't want the foreplay.
Exactly. It's been 5 years of it. It's been 5-6 years of it.
It's time to cut to the car crash, right?
It's been too long, bro. 5-6 years of this, you know.
Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, I didn't.
But like you said, Doc, if we get the fights next year, Joshua and Wilder, then we won't even remember, you know, this card. So it'll just be, you know.
Yeah. Damn it. I tried it. But yeah, man. It, you know. I think. The, you know, yes. Do I favor like, you know, AJ and Wilder? I don't think those fights are nearly quite the foregone conclusions you guys seem to think they are. I think Walleen's. Look, man. Did you see what Wallin did to Fury?
Oh, yeah.
And he ain't lost since.
I still think Fury kind of won most of the rounds in that fight, though, don't you reckon, Doc?
I reckon if it wasn't, if his name wasn't fucking Tyson Fury and he weren't the champ and the roles were reversed, they would have stopped that goddamn thing. If that weren't a top ranked card, they would have stopped that thing. You know, under a lot of circumstances, I can, you know, get into if you want to go historical. I'd say they would have stopped that thing. He was the beneficiary of being, you know, the quote unquote A side, and fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not like mad at him for that. I'm just saying, let's be real, man. He got chopped up. It's that fight's one of the reasons I've been convinced for ages now that Usyk is going to chop up Tyson Fury, and I'm even more convinced of that now.
Well, you got Usyk beating Fury, Doc.
Oh, he's going to get stopped. He's going to get stopped. If he fights him in the next 6 months, he's going to get stopped.
That fight's like an enigma to me, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I still got a kind of 50-50. I just really want to. That's the fight I most want to see in boxing, Doc. Because I'm like you, Doc, brah. The heavyweight division to me, even though it may not be at its best, it's still my favorite division.
Right,
because no one could beat the heavyweights. You know what I mean? No other lad in any other heavyweight is the best fighter in the sport. Because I don't care about this pound for pound shit. No one could beat who the heavyweight champion is. You get me?
Look, man. When the heavyweight division's down, the sport's down. When the heavyweight division's up, the sport is up.
But even if it's down, Doc, you still get my point. That it's the best fighter in the sport because no one can beat the heavyweight champion. You get me?
Yeah. And you know, for me at least, I think like I grew up like with heavyweight boxing being part of like Saturday and Sunday morning, right, along with cartoons and shit as a little kid. So it's you know what I mean? It's kind of. It's got that, yeah. It's always going to have that extra special place compared to all the other weight classes and all that shit.
I agree, cause so Fury Usyk to me, that's the fight I most want to see. You know, I'm still not. Is it actually confirmed, Doc? Is it official or is it?
I'm so cynical nowadays.
Yeah.
Fish Eyes, I want to say, said it was for what
February or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, cause I don't know, bro.
If they fight that soon, I'm telling you, I'm sorry, Jed, Outlaw, if they fight that soon, right? Fury is getting stopped. He's getting stopped. He ain't just losing. He's getting stopped, bro. Might be his corner pulling about, ref, whatever. He's getting stopped. He is physically not ready for that level of competition right now. And I don't know that he might be done. He might be done.
What makes you say that on Bardo? Because of the
legs are gone. The legs are gone, and the legs don't come back, bro.
How long? When do you think they've been gone, Doc? Like from what fight, bro?
Oh, the legs have been gone. The legs have been gone since he fought the second best Albanian cruiserweight.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I mean, though, Doc. But he's still beat Wilder without
he can look. He can beat Wilder, but that's just, you know why he can beat Wilder? Because Wilder's out of all the heavyweights in the top 10, he has the absolute least educated feet.
No, I get that. I know why. Yeah, I know why, Doc. We both know why. But what I mean is,
even if Wilder has better reflexes than Fury, he don't know what to do with them. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I agree, bro. But the point is, he still beat Wilder. He still beat White. He's got one of the belts. So these are the two best heavyweights. They have to fight. You know, we have to see undisputed.
I agree. I'm just explaining why I think Usyk wins.
Yeah, why you got Usyk fucking him up?
Yeah. I think Usyk fucks him up right now. I mean, I thought Usyk was gonna. I had Usyk just kind of winning, right? Whether by an inch, by a mile, but you know, after that Ngannou thing, it just drove home a whole bunch of things I already felt to begin with. With one of the, like I said, his legs being, I knew his legs were gone. I didn't know they were that far gone, right? You know what I mean? I knew his combinations were sloppy. I didn't know they'd gotten that sloppy.
Yeah, he'll never have the legs that he had in that first Klitschko fight. You know, the way he moved around, that Fury will never come back.
That's
the layoff.
That's exactly what I have been preaching to people for ages.
That layoff finish that killed that version of Fury. But you know what though, Doc? I still think the best Fury we've seen since he came back was probably the Wilder rematch. Like I think that was the best of what he was really on point for that fight. The way he was bouncing in and out, the way he was probing with his lead hand, the way he was even the head movement, like was really the best version.
I think the second knockdown he came from a body shot in that second
the
rematch. That was the best. That was his best, most dominant performance against a top 10 heavyweight, I'd say. That it's like that, or the points, decision by Klitschko. But from a physical point of view, the Wilder fight, the second one, is the most dominant performance his. Yeah. The third one, everybody, because he won by knockout, everybody forgets. You know what I mean? He had to take some fucking heavy artillery in that third fight. When I love the slow motion replay of when Wilder hits him with that right in the forehead, and it makes the fat make a fat quake all the way down through his body.
see, for that fight, Doc, some of the Irish lads were telling me he only trained like 2 weeks for that fight. So that's why I had a bit of a feeling he's probably going to get caught by Wilder. Will he recover that when he did? So that's what I mean. Fury's so inconsistent, bro. The way he trains, and he's just one inconsistent motherfucker,
I've always said that's like the one thing you don't want to do is waste your time trying to decode Tyson Fury, because
that's a good point. You know the channel Hatman. You know Hatman, Doc. Hatman Strikes Back.
Yeah, I remember Hatman.
Yeah, he said one thing one day that I thought really nailed Fury. He said, for this era, Fury can either be with the best of them or he can be with the worst of them on any given night, And I think that what he said that day really did sum up Fury as a fighter, He's either, He's either outboxing Vlad on the outside, Doc. He's either beating the fuck out of Wilder and dissecting the puncher, or he's getting dropped by MMA fighters and cruiserweights. You know, that just describes Fury.
Yep. Hot and cold. Hot and cold.
Sure is.
No fucking in between temperature whatsoever.
Yep. Is that a real recognised in the chat? Fucking legend. It
Yeah.
is. You know, recognise Doc?
A little bit here. Jump on, man. I'll drop the.
I don't know if it's the real.
I'll drop
That's the real
link.
recognised salute.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think I mean, I also think. Look, man. Say what you want about Parker. Yeah, has he been knocking out bums? At least he's been fighting. When was the last time Wilder fought? Hellenius, right?
Last year sometime.
All
Yeah,
right. So he had 2 minutes of action. You know, almost 2 years ago it seems like. And before that, he was getting. You know, he was in that brutal fight with Fury, where he got knocked out.
Yeah.
So, you know, and Parker, I'm sorry, you know, all things being equal, Parker is by far, in my mind, the better boxer in every dimension. Better combination puncher, he's more accurate, he's more fluid, he's better footwork, you know what I mean? Everything. He understands the angles better. Okay, I know, of course, it's not that simple, but.
Yeah, I just think Parker's done, Doc, honestly, bro. I think he's cooked mentally. And
you think he's just there, he's just going to show up to get knocked out?
Yeah, I really wouldn't expect much from Parker, my brother. I think that's done, bro.
You reckon Joyce was kind of his last stand, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so, bro. And even then, Doc.
That's the thing that makes me hesitant is because to me, I thought he showed, you know, especially for his reputation, he showed a lot of bravery in that Joyce fight. I mean, he took a lengthy beating and kept throwing punch. You know,
well that's why Parker's annoying, Doc. Parker's got a lot of talent, bro. Like he's got power in both hands. He can move his feet. He's got quick feet. He's got a good chin, a very good chin. I don't know if he's just something missing with the lad, bro. He just hasn't got that X factor, you know.
He can even punch, but he just couldn't quite crack Joe Joyce. But
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, but the thing is, you got to have guys like him to make, you know, the guys like Wilder, Fury, Joshua, so on and so forth, right? You got to make them all what they are. You got to have them guys that are going to be that sort of like, you know, fringe contender tier.
Yeah.
That's, you know, and to get that, we got to have, and those motherfuckers got to fight each other too, though. That's the problem. You know, everybody just waits in line for the three guys, you know what I mean, that either have belts or can draw the money, instead of just fighting each other and you know, making their way that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. Well, how about that? We got an hour, a whole hour.
On the right, Doc, bro.
We ended up with we got 5 people watching, right?
5 lunatics listening to us, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and end it at 5 a.m. my time. Pacific
what time is it now,
here.
Doc?
It's 5. It's 4:59. Yep. I'll end it. I'll end it right at 5 a.m.
Stay on a minute, Doc. I'll just talk to you offline. But yeah, end it. And then...
Yeah. Okay. I'll stop the thing.
Yeah, end it now if you want.
All right. Peace, everybody. I'll probably do this again now that I've finally figured it out. All right. Later.